Hello, welcome to my house again. Today we're gonna do Panissa Vercellese. It's from my hometown of Vercelli. Vercelli is in the north of Italy, and we produce a lot of rice, and especially arborio rice. It's the best to do the panissa or any risotto anyway. So you need 2.5 cups of rice, arborio if you can find it everywhere. Even Walmart has it right now. You need some onion. I left mine big because my husband hates onion, so I'm gonna have to pull them out, but you can chop it if you want. You would need a salame sotto grasso, under fat, but it's impossible to find, I think, in the US. So we're using sausage, which I boiled, already cooked with my beans. You will need about a cup of dry beans. Overnight you have to put it in the water and then cook them the day after with your sausage for about 3 hours. And then you will need about 1/4 of a cup or a little bit more of lard. This one I found at Walmart too, so it's pretty easy to find. It's fat. If you have problem with fat, you can use just butter or olive oil, but originally you will need the lard. And you will need about 1 cup of red wine. Red because it's not supposed, it's supposed to be a reddish color, so it's important that the wine will be red. Stronger the best. Okay, so for 2.5 cups of rice you will need about 6 cups of broth. So if you don't have enough with your beans, you can add some more, make some more on the side. You will fill this up with water, the beans that you already put in the water for overnight, and the sausage. I'm using Italian sausage. These are hot, but you can use the mild if you want. So 2 links should be good. Okay, so you will cook your onion with a little bit of lard to make the fat going, and just cook it for a few minutes until the onion is brown. So you brown your onions and then you put your rice, so that your rice will absorb all the nice flavoring and fat. So you let the rice go on for just a couple minutes here until it turns a little bit brown. Be careful because it will stick to your pan. Okay, so your rice is ready, it's brown, and now we can put our wine. This is a Merlot wine. It's gonna okay, so, and now we're gonna let it evaporate, so the alcohol is gonna evaporate and the rice, it's gonna get wet, and it's gonna get all the flavor. Okay, so the rice, it's all well absorbed with the wine. So now we can put our sausage in. You try to break, I guess you kind of have to scramble it with your hands. Make small pieces. I guess you can cut it, but this is the old way to do it. Just small pieces and crumble it through with your rice. Okay, so now the rice is gonna take about 25 to 30 minutes to cook. You will just add your broth a little of the time, and basically you can add more at first, but you can basically are gonna cook it off and stir it for about 25 minutes to half an hour, and you will be ready. Okay, so you add your broth a little at the time. You want it on about 2 or 3 on a low temperature, and you will keep adding your broth, and by halfway through you can add all your beans and keep stirring. That's unfortunately the biggest part. You have to keep stirring until it's all soft and creamy, and that will be your panissa for now. Thank you very much.